just to prove a
Hey everyone, welcome back, besties, and welcome to Mental Health Monday. If you're new here, I'm Kaya, and every Monday we'll be having honest conversations about mental health, emotional well-being, emotional wellness, self-care, and protecting our peace, especially in today's digital world. Today's conversation is about boundaries and emotional burnout. Whether you spend time on social media, gaming, creating content, or virtual worlds like Second Life, it's easy to become emotionally exhausted without even realizing it. Let's talk about it. So, for me personally, I know before before my Instagram pages got removed, I know I was always between Instagram, like not necessarily creating content, but just I know I was always blogging. I know I was always like doing something. I never really rest between family, like dealing with family and dealing like what I was dealing with at the time. It's I still get emotionally exhausted, especially when I'm trying, even now still have I have access to the podcast page and my main page, and so now I try to be careful about what I post because I don't want the pages to get taken down. Um, so that's why I really don't try to post nudity like that, or I don't try to really do too much. If I do a dance video, I have on clothes, so it's not like crazy and it's like everything else. But that's like, for example, another example. Sorry, I use ChatGPT to help me come up with like, for example, mental health Mondays, just other, great ideas, great video ideas. I'm still gonna continue to work on. Don't get me wrong, and it also helps me. I want to get a schedule where I can create a schedule where I can all feel the burnout of trying to release content because when a video does upload, right, for me, when a video does upload for me, um, I see the analytics, I see that one person views it or it doesn't get as much traction. But for now, I just feel like I do YouTube as a hobby. Um, that's why I try to work on my TikToks a little bit more, try to make sure that audio is clearly and stuff like that. And the reason why I kind of use, which I will be honest about, the reason why I kind of still use ChatGPT is because, for example, if you're starting out your career, you don't have the budget to hire somebody to create thumbnails for you, or how can I say, edit a video for you or edit your TikToks. And so what I have a computer and I have a mic and I have an iPad that I can like check and when let's say I'm done with the video, right, I remove it. But as far as, you know, being burnout, absolutely. I feel like this whole week I've had a digital burnout, but I want to also get back into creating because right now I feel like it's my duty to get back into creating because I've come this far. Um, this far, especially so yesterday was supposed to be Sunday reset, but I took Sunday to, update the channel like with new better playlist soundings, better descriptions, better if you notice everything is pink now because I don't know, I had this weird fast even though I don't like strawberries myself, I've had like I just like I said, okay, make a strawberry theme for me, right? And obviously ChatGPT did work, so it helps me with my thumbnails. Sorry, it helps me with just good YouTube scripts that I can read without feeling nervous. I am gonna try to get better at talking and then trying to be loud enough so you can hear me and without stumbling over my words. But let's get into what the video is actually really about. And I will leave more information. We'll talk about it towards the end of the video. What are digital boundaries? Digital boundaries are limits we set around our technology use, online relationships, and availability. Many of us feel the pressure to reply immediately. We feel guilty we don't answer messages. We worry that if we log off, we'll miss something important. The truth is, being constantly available isn't healthy. Just because someone can message you at any time doesn't mean you have to respond immediately. Um, so going back to the second point, sometimes, despite what I'm going through, right, I'm still going through a breakup. I'm still going through it. I'm still in the emotions. For example, when people message me, I don't always reply. Um, I don't always reply because I know internally I'm still going through something, and I like my peace. I like the fact that okay, if I want to do a video, I can do without somebody like a friend calling me or trying to interrupt me, and I have to start the video all over. Um, and I don't want to do that. So I try not to answer anybody as I'm recording a video. Or better yet, when I was used to be on Second Life all the time, and I was always recording the videos. If you're a long time viewer, you kind of know what I'm talking about. When the videos was really choppy and friends would message me, now I put myself in unavailable mode. So when I am doing content, let's just before I cleared my friend list, I had a lot of people being like inappropriate or just stuff like that for the most part. Um, yeah. So I can relate to the first one, the second one, sorry, the second one. I can relate to the second bullet point. Um, Healthy boundaries help us protect our time, energy, and emotional well-being. Um, what is emotional burnout? Burnout isn't just feeling tired. It isn't. It's feeling emotionally drained. It's working up without motivation. If it's feeling overwhelmed by notifications, it's dreading logging in to something you used to enjoy. Burnout can happen anywhere, at school, at work, on social media, and even inside Second Life. Sometimes we forget that virtual responsibilities are still responsibilities. Our minds don't always separate online stress from real life stress. So, I was working that job, and it kind of stressed me out. I felt like I never really had the time to um upload videos. I never felt like I had time, which I'm going to do a good story time on that. So be prepared for that. Um, Social media, I really wasn't really on kind of like social media. But I was really, I had been just scrolling through TikTok. Um, Second Life, I really didn't have no like emotional burnout. I think because I have friends that used to party, they want to be up on Second Life, teach their own. I can't do that, especially if I had like have to work. Um, Right now, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a job that will allow me to breathe. I can still come home early enough to record a video, but now that's not possible. Because I no longer work at that job anymore, so had to find a different job, and that was a little bit longer, I think from 10 to 10 at night, and I could still do a video, but wouldn't be as tired. I would be as tired, sorry. And working two jobs, you really don't have that balance. Um, you don't really have the balance like I once was. So I try to, especially on the weekends now, I'm going to try to put two videos out every week, not every week, not every day. Probably, I'm trying to think of a good schedule right now when it comes to videos. I am trying to figure out a good schedule. So if you see two videos a week and you don't see any more after that, I'm just trying to balance the YouTube algorithm to push it out more and to push it out more. Almost in a sense, sorry, almost in a sense, I'm trying to find that balance to push out content more and trying to find a healthy balance to be able to do that. And when I say be able to do that, I want to be able to be able to do content without feeling like, okay, you know, because push out content almost in a way. Sorry, I'm at my desk right now. So if you hear a lot of moving, it's just because I'm trying to sit up and relax. And um yeah. So back to what I was saying. So definitely I feel as though when it comes to just having digital burnout, I know when I first started this channel, if you're a long time viewer, I was always comparing my success to other people's success. I was comparing, s- successes that were not my own, or I was wondering why the videos wasn't popping out. I did this weekend. I did a whole channel rebrand. So if you see everything pink and I want to be at a space where hey, I can upload um you know longer gaming because I don't want this channel to always be about Second Life, but this is what I've kind of known for. Streaming I definitely want to try to get back into, but I wanted to grow my channel first. I think I am experiencing some burnout when it comes to that. Signs that you might need a break. Here are a few signs that you may be experiencing digital burnout. You're constantly checking your phone. You feel anxious when you don't reply immediately. Online drama affects your mood for hours or days. You're mentally exhausted after logging off. You're losing interest in hobbies you once loved. you feel guilty, or every time you take a break, or if any if any of these sounds familiar, you're not alone. Um, I can relate to the online drama affects your mood, hours and days. I know how it feels to be a family drama sometimes, or friendship dramas, or relationships. It kind of it will affect my mood in like for days and days, probably weeks, and that's why even right now you don't really see me on Second Life, not that much, but I am trying to get back into trying to find a home that I could find in my story home, so we don't always have to go. Um, so we don't always have to hop on a sim hop. But if you like more like sim hop videos and you don't want to always be cryptic now, let me know. Um, I do feel guilty every time I decide I want to take a break. Let's just say I upload two videos, right? Two videos, Monday and then Thursday, right? And that between that gap, I could have been working on two or three videos, but I know if I keep, spamming the button, spamming the YouTube button, for example, a lot of the videos won't get seen. A lot of the videos won't get recognized. But I also know that I have to be able to have that balance still, and that is something that I'm working on. And I'm also trying to work on longer style videos too. I want to try to get as much as like a 20-minute video or a 15-minute video, something that you put in the background. And also, if you have suggestions too, you can also leave it in the comments as well. Next part, how to protect your peace. Here are a few things that help me. First, turn on unnecessary notifications. Everything doesn't need your attention immediately. Second, create offline time. Read a book, go outside, watch a movie, journal, spend time with family. Third, that no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain why you're protecting your peace. And finally, give yourself permission to rest. Rest is not laziness. Rest is maintenance. Um, I have um taking time offline, especially is why I think why I hadn't really been uploading for like months, like 6 months. And I know I made a promise to myself last year that I was gonna keep the drive going, and which I am still going to do, even after 2026 ends. I'm gonna still try to release stuff. Now I try to work out a better schedule or a better way to release content by making it into a series or a season. I think a series is fine, like a season one, and each series has a different. Each season has a few episodes in it, and once the season ends, I move on to the next one. I scrap it, and I get it out the way. I also this weekend I want to get better at pre-recording videos. So let's just say I'm not always gonna do it to upload, right? I want to get into the habit of pre-recording videos so that way you guys can see those. Um, I do turn off unnecessary notifications. I'm going to stop checking my analytics because if I keep doing it, I'm gonna like get more discouraged. But I also remember that this is just for fun. It's not to say I'm gonna be the next Cassinet or the next Mr. Beast. I just love doing what I do. Even if it doesn't get a lot of traction, that's why I try to use TikTok a little bit more when it comes to my videos, or I try to speak clearly when it comes to more of my videos and everything else. Especially for content creators like myself. If you're a content creator, remember this: your audience wants the best version of you, not the burnt out version. It's okay to skip a day. It's okay to take a week off. Your creativity deserves time to breathe. I know in my last video that I ever recorded, I know I was a little bit emotional, but I wanted to come back and try to be be better at it, be better. So that's why I took the time when I was working. I took the time to get a mic. My next goal is to probably get um what was my next goal? My next goal is probably gonna get a ring light and a better camera because I wanted to start doing like what is it? When people record videos and they have like the camera on the side while they do it, and I can just talk to you guys that way. If there's something you want me to do, let me know. I've also I wanted to start doing online blogging, going out to eat, you know, just little stuff for the fun of it. But I also still wanted to kind of mix real life into my channel a little bit because I play a character, but that character is some That's not who I am all the time. You definitely see it. You definitely will know. And that's something. So my next goal is probably when I, you know, get back on my feet. Which is really just gonna put lock in when it comes to content creation. Um, I don't know. I wanted to buy a whiteboard. I wanted for some reason I wanted to buy a whiteboard, but my iPad is fine. It works. As long as I got my Apple Pen and my phone, I can just keep, scrolling and things like that and just check off stuff as I go. Um, so that's the goal. Um, and that's why I take a few days off or I skip a day or Saturdays I try not to let me say this. If I slept all day Saturday and I'm fully awake and I have so much bubbling energy, right? That's when I record a video. But if I'm tired, groggy and I'm feel like, hey, I got to do this video because I don't want to lose momentum. Um, that's when I feel like I should. But I am gonna take my own advice. I know you guys want the best version of me, not the burnt out version. And it's okay for me to skip a day. I don't remember really mind if you guys see me on Instagram either or on both the pages, the podcast page or my main page. Um, I don't really mind at all. Or yeah, I think now on YouTube for some reason you can send messages. Let me know how that works because sometimes I'm always on YouTube. I'm always not always on YouTube, but I'm always checking my analytics and seeing like what the next inspiration could be. I am gonna do July 3rd. I do want to do a shopping video or a house video. I'm gonna try to find land to get a house and probably do a small shopping video. Just depends. It honestly depends on what the dynamic is on that. Affirmation of the week. Repeat after me. I deserve peace. I deserve rest. I do not have to be available to everyone. Protecting my energy is an act of self-love. Um, so I hope you guys like the little affirmation. I hope not necessarily if you don't do content, but just every day. Sorry for the late upload, but I'm gonna try my best to get as much content as I can. Try to do my best to get as much content as I can. So the affirmation again, if you want to hear it again, repeat after me. I deserve peace. No, sorry. Let's do it like this. Repeat after me. You deserve peace. You deserve to rest. You don't always have to be available for everyone. Protecting your peace is an act of self-love, and you don't have to feel guilty about that. You don't definitely have to feel guilty about that at all. So I hope you take care of yourself on the end of things. Um, Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you so much for spending part of your Monday with me. If this episode helped you, leave a purple heart, because it's my favorite color, in the comments and tell me what is one digital boundary you're going to set this week. So let me know what is one digital boundary you're going to set this week. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Mental Health Monday. Until next time. Take care of your mind, take care of your peace, and remember you matter. And I'll see you next Monday. Bye, besties.
On the internet just to prove